doing a retrospective today. As you can tell, we're probably filming a lot of videos in one day, but
How can you tell?
uploaded on different days. Today, we are gonna. Why do I sound like a robot?
I don't know.
Today, we are going to be doing a retrospective on some classic elements of our childhood. Oh shit! All the dust is flying off.
The Nintendo
For those
64.
of you people born in the year 2000 or later, this is a Nintendo 64. One of the greatest video game systems ever made. Home of such games as Banjo-Kazooie, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. Wow! Wave Race, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. All 3 Mario parties that you can now get on the Nintendo Switch, batteries not included. Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. Star Fox 64. Oh, there's Mario Party 2. The World Is Not Enough. Not as good as Goldeneye, because Goldeneye! Then, the Goldeneye successor, Perfect Dark. Still need to get the hacked version of Goldeneye called Goldfinger. So yeah, those are some games I have. Those are not all of the games.
I think you're forgetting NFL Blitz.
I never had NFL Blitz. Wait, do I not have Mario? This is blasphemy.
What are you missing?
I have Mario Party 3 in the cartridge. I don't have the case for it yet.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Here's my Mario Party 3.
Yeah, how dare you? I have it. It's in my box over there. I'm just too lazy to get up and get it.
Man, yeah, the N64 was definitely, still to this day, I think, one of the best consoles. Like,
yeah, dude.
Consistency of the games at the time.
I got
many good games.
I got a story. You've heard this story, I think.
Probably. Go for it.
Super Mario 64. When we were younger, my brother had about like 84 stars. And I was like, I want to play this game too. So I was just fooling around one day, and I deleted his file.
So fucked up. Now, did you do it intentionally, or did you accidentally?
I think I accidentally did it, because I was just like, what does this button do? Wow!
Dude, I can imagine OJ must have been so
he was pissed. He was as pissed as the day he lost 15-0 in Halo.
Oh my god! Yeah, it's just the N64
but
is like.
But hey, you know what? He deleted my dad's entire Zelda file, so maybe that was my revenge on him.
Yeah, that sucks. That's also real rough. Those are long games.
So maybe that was my revenge. But yeah, all those games that I showed, those are not all of my games. I have a bunch more. I'm working on getting more too.
I have Banjo-Tooie, the sequel.
I'm trying to get that. You know what else I'm trying to get? One of the greatest video games of all time.
What?
Superman 64.
Oh God, no! Why?
Because it's like $5 on eBay.
I remember renting that once, and it was absolutely atrocious back in the day.
I want to see if I like. This is the thing. Classic video games like this, even if they're bad, are fun to play. Like Superman 64.
I mean, Superman 64 is literally, you just fly through rings forever.
Yeah, but I want to see if I can actually beat the game, you know?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
But I'll sell you Banjo-Tooie for like $300.
How much? Okay, so since we're reminiscing about N64s, how much do you think these go for on eBay?
The systems themselves?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not that much, I guess. Like, I feel like a lot of people have.
You can get, because I've contemplated getting a Nintendo GameCube just so I could play the old James Bond games.
Yeah.
You can get a GameCube for like $70.
Oh, wow. I should get a GameCube. I miss my GameCube. GameCube was underrated, okay?
It was.
I will fight people. That was underrated. My brother used to always make fun of how small the discs were.
Nintendo 64s are pretty expensive.
Really?
They range on eBay between $129.95 to $200.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
let's just talk about the fact that the N64 had one of the most memorable, ridiculous controllers of all time.
Yeah.
It's so weird looking, but it's actually great.
Yeah, it's like
I
it's
always
not
liked
too,
them.
like it's a weird looking controller. It feels weird to like hold, especially nowadays when you go back and play it and you're like, I'm used to holding like a PlayStation controller
Right.
or an Xbox, but like the trigger was the Z button.
Yeah, it's so weird, man. Like it's so
But see, but
weird.
that's what I love about Nintendo though. Like they have such unique like controller designs and console designs.
You know, Nintendo's always innovative, and sometimes it works for them, like N64 or the Wii. Not the Wii U so much, but
Exactly.
um,
Or the
uh,
Switch. The Switch works for
the
them.
Switch is super innovative, huge success. I am a Nintendo boy, you know this. I'm
Yeah.
loyal to them till
Yeah.
death. For the next however many years until I die, I am a Nintendo first person.
Yeah.
Where I have an Xbox 360, but like I didn't rush to get an Xbox One. I have a PS4,
Yeah.
but I got my Switch as soon as I could.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I was the other way around. Switch was the last one I got. And the
Yep.
next Nintendo console is probably going to be the last one I get too. Because I got my PS5. I'm trying to get my Xbox Series X, and then there hasn't been a Nintendo announcement for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're happy with the Switch right now because they still
Yeah,
got big games like Breath of the Wild 2.
they just released a
Uh,
new Mario Party with the old maps.
Dude, I forgot about that. I need that.
I need that too. Even though I heard there's not that many maps, I'm like, it's got to be more maps than just 3 that were in
Yeah.
Super Mario Party.
Yeah. So what let's start. Obviously, we have staples of like when you look back, you go the N64. So obviously the main staple game of the N64, Alex. I'm sure you're grabbing it right now because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. That right there is the N64 in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Super Mario 64 was the first 3D Mario platformer, completely reinvented that series, and it's still an amazing game.
You know,
And this man, Alex Madden, my cousin, is a master of this game. He can get stars in like
dude,
the
it literally so I actually don't play it on the N64 anymore because of the
you couldn't handle your genius.
well, because of the re-release on the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
The
played it on the
collection.
Switch. Yeah, so I played it on the Switch. It can take me 75 minutes to clear out the basement, the first floor, and the second floor.
There used to be when I had the remake of this game on DS, Super Mario 64
That's
DS.
the one I wish that they released on the Switch.
I
I've
know
never played that one.
It's got Wario, it's got Luigi, it's
Yeah.
got Yoshi. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was
That's
definitely
the one
different.
I wanted when they released when they released it with Sunshine and Galaxy.
Yeah,
For the
there's
Switch.
there's like an extra room where you go and switch out characters and
Yeah,
Peach's
it's
Castle.
the room with the hidden slide.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
that's
that,
no
like, put
longer
something
there in
else.
that version.
Yep. So yeah, when I need help with that one back in like 2000, like
'Cause
7
most
or
of the
whatever.
stars were the same, right?
Yeah, they're mostly the same. So I would call you up on the phone, I remember, and I'd be like, Alex, I'm on this star on like Rainbow Cruise. How do I get it? And you would know exactly where it is.
It's
Like,
crazy.
okay, you just go over there and it's right there. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just from so many years of playing and looking up
Yeah.
like how to beat these stars and get these stars. Like you can actually beat the game without getting all the stars.
Oh yeah, you've gotten all the stars though, right? Like you got that
Oh
ending.
yeah, but like the ending though, like for getting all the stars, it's like the prize. You unlock the outside cannon. Blast yourself up to the top of the castle. And it's like Yoshi's there, but he's like a giant fucking Yoshi, and then he just disappears into the waterfall. I'm like, I can't. What? No.
Yeah, it's kind of a lame prize.
Yeah, and then they're like, here's 100 free lives, but then every time you restart the game, you have to go through that whole process again.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just a classic game. I think of like the music.
You dude,
Like,
even the music in the castle that they brought back for Odyssey.
yeah.
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 Dun, 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 dun. Yeah,
Which I will tell you. So you're on that first floor as a child. I'm like, I love going to Baba Battlefield and Rob's
Oh, yeah.
Fortress. But when I look to the right and you see the slightly darker corner of the castle.
Me too.
And,
we were both. Nope.
You go into Jolly Roger Bay.
Yep.
Horrifying. The eel scared the shit out of me.
Dude, well, not to mention,
so scary.
Okay, it's one thing when you have to go underwater to the sunken ship and you have to make the eel come out of his little hole in the ship.
Terrifying.
That was terrifying. What was even more terrifying is when he's in a hole like in the rock formation and you have to get the fucking star that is on his goddamn tail. That was more terrifying. It's still terrifying to this day. I'm still scared.
That was nightmare fuel for me as a kid. Was that
I thought that was in every water level, so I never used to go to Dire Docks either.
You're like, nope, I don't know.
But for some reason, I was never scared of Lethal Lava Land, even though like the painting was like a lava head with a face.
With the fire face,
yeah.
Yep. But it's just a classic game. Mario 64, top tier N64 game.
Oh no, you know what other level used to freak me out too?
What's that?
Tiny Huge Island, because if you fell into the water, you would get eaten by Cheep Cheep.
Cheep, yep. So Mario 64, obviously, huge part of the system.
Yeah.
Mario in general had a lot of great games on the N64.
Yeah.
You had like Mario Kart 64, like revolutionized Mario Kart, and that like brought it to what it is. Mario Party 1 through 3, all amazing games. I only ever owned the third one with the Millennium Star and Toadette and all that stuff. Yeah. But Alex owned the other ones. But
I remember specifically one year you made me get Mario Party 2 just so you could come down and play it. I bought it on eBay.
Oh yeah.
Because you're like, I want to play the one where they dress up.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I won, I remember. I was Donkey Kong and I won.
I was actually surprised I lost because most of the mini games in that one are just the ones from the first one remade.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no more doing this with the controller.
Yeah, the third one though had some great mini games. I remember like Snowball Summit.
Dude, you could battle each other too.
Yeah, exactly. You could duel.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Mario Party. Was always super fun. But that is a way to like lose friendships for sure, because you can really fuck people up in that game. It's like, I'm gonna have Boo steal your star, and it's like, what the fuck, man?
We're trying to beat the computer here.
But yeah, Mario had great games on the N64.
Dude, Mario Party freaked me out when I was little.
What about Mario Party freaked you out?
So you start off with a certain amount of maps. So you have like a map that's named after each character essentially, and then and then in the original one, you can get 2 extra maps. Bowser's Magma Mountain, which is a pretty difficult map when you think about it. But it's one of my favorite maps in the game. And then after you like put a certain amount of coins or stars in the bank, you go back to like Mushroom Village, and it's just like sad music. Like you see like Bowser's footprints leading up to the cannon, and then Toad's like, something's wrong in the village, and it's playing like music where it's like dun 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 dun. I was like, as a kid, I was like, ah! And then you have to go back into the warp pipe, and that's how you get the Eternal Star map. So yeah, that freaked me out when I was a kid. Just seeing Toad being like, there's something wrong in the village.
Oh man, it's just Mario. I remember renting Paper Mario back in the day.
I don't remember. I don't think I ever played Paper Mario.
It was fun. It's definitely super different. It's like an RPG kind of.
Is it more like Super Mario Brothers for Super Nintendo?
Not even that. No, it's like completely its own thing. There's like a storyline and everything.
Dude, now that I mentioned Super Nintendo, we gotta do a Super Nintendo retrospective.
Hell yeah, we will.
Fucking Aladdin.
I'd love to talk about Super Nintendo.
Aladdin, man.
But obviously, besides Mario, for you and me, the other like quintessential N64 game, Alex, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Huge part of our childhood, right there. Yeah, Goldeneye was an amazing game.
The first-person shooter that revolutionized first-person shooters.
Seriously though, like that's like you wouldn't have a lot of those
without this game. You would not have this game,
right? And you probably eventually wouldn't have Halo, and you wouldn't have
or Call of
a
Duty.
lot of those. Yeah, like Goldeneye was the first time it was like, we go to a map, we have our guns, and we have our rocket launchers, we're slappers only, and we just kick the shit out of each other.
Back when multiplayer was good.
Yeah, I know.
Instead of like this online bullshit, it's like the season pass of Call of Duty. No, like this was our multiplayer back in the day.
Yeah.
Dude, I still have not beaten the game on 00 Agent. I still have not gotten the Egyptian level. Well,
you know me, man.
For years, you were stuck on Control.
I was stuck on Control for the longest time. I was like from the age of like 7 or maybe like 6 to the age of like 13. I think eventually was when I finally passed it. But for years, I couldn't protect Natalia. She would just keep dying. So then I went, you know what?
Well, dude,
I'm not gonna even try. So I just left it there forever.
Dude, like I'm not saying that the AI for Natalia is bad in this game, but it kind of is because it's like you just have to be strategic. Because I've seen people try and play this game on like the hardest difficulty. Like I've seen people playing it for the first time, and like the bunker level, they like let her out of the jail cell like right away, and I'm like, that is not a good idea at all. Especially since on the second bunker level there are guards that come literally out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets mixed in because they're all wearing blue and she's wearing blue, and then you accidentally shoot her and then you fail the mission.
But that game's classic, man. All the blocky looking people, the sound effects.
Like, they added levels that weren't in the movie that actually added to the plot of the game.
When you get shot, you make that
the best though is when you die, it plays the Bond theme and then the blood drips down like a gun barrel. Oh yeah, and then
it's a classic.
Yeah, you also probably would not. Well, you wouldn't have it without GoldenEye, but if it weren't for the failure of Tomorrow Never Dies on the PlayStation 1, you wouldn't have this game. This is further proof The World Is Not Enough is a better movie.
I knew you were going to bring that up. Shut up. You're wrong.
It's the better video game.
Yeah, GoldenEye was like seminal N64 game. But if you're talking N64 games with plot, okay, with plot and with quotable lines, Alex, where are you looking? Hell yeah, you are. Star Fox 64.
One of my
greatest Star
favorites.
Fox game by far.
Now, people don't know this about me, but I am actually a huge Star Fox fan.
Alex is a Star Fox fanatic. Okay, he has been since we were like 7.
You know how many times I've written an outline for a Star Fox movie?
You know how many books Alex wrote when he was 11 about the Star Fox universe?
That ripped off Star Wars.
He wrote like a 9-episode saga. It was amazing.
No, I think it was like 18 episodes.
And a lot of it was just people fighting with lightsabers.
Yeah, it was. Because it was back in the day where I was like, oh, it's got Star in the title, so I could just do a crossover with Star Wars.
It's got Star Wars vibes.
Yeah, exactly. You fly around in a ship the whole game.
Star Fox 64 is one of those classic
somersault!
Everything from the beginning of the game to the title screen. Dun, 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 dun. You can move
like a 64 around and then follow it. Yeah.
Classic.
It has an opening crawl like Star Wars.
Yeah, all the opening intros at like levels with this is why we need you, Star Fox. I'm on my way.
We need your help, Star Fox. I'll do my best. Andros won't have his way with me.
The genius of this game was that the storyline was pretty cool. You go to a lot of interesting locations. Yeah. You could go on multiple different paths, which I didn't realize until I didn't realize 15 years old.
Exactly. I think you told me that one time, and it's like you're like, yeah, I'm on the lava planet. I'm like, what lava planet?
The one with the giant lava lobster, of course.
Yeah, that when you shoot off its arms, it starts bleeding fire.
But so obviously between levels, they always show like the galaxy and the planets and the lines.
Yeah, and I remember
I would always go with the same route.
Go to those.
Yeah, planets. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you can. You just need to go do this or go this path. I'm like, there's a whole game here I never played before. Like that annoying underwater level.
Oh yeah, I do. I can never get past that.
Yeah, it's cool though. It's a cool thing to have in the game.
Dude, and then you have like this rival Star Fox team, Star Wolf.
That was my favorite level as a kid, dude.
Venom,
Okay,
yeah.
like that was awesome. Well, when they
Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
Andros is ordered us to take you down. Pepe, long time no see.
Uncle Andros.
Their theme music.
Oh yeah.
Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Andros has ordered us to take you down.
Happy, long time no see. Andros' enemy is my enemy. Just what I need to see. Star Wolf.
Dude, and then on the levels or on like the planets you could go to that we didn't find out you could go to until later in life. You had like Fox's friends come in, like you had like Cat Monroe come in.
Yeah, or that guy in like the Independence Day level.
Bill Gray?
Yeah, with the level with the saucer.
Yeah. Dude, Slippy being annoying as shit.
You know what though? Slippy's annoying as shit, but that's a part of the charm of this game.
Woo! Help me!
Okay, so here was my bold strategy as a kid, all right?
Kill Slippy.
it was the first level of Corderia. I'm like, okay, so I know I have this level, and then I have the asteroid field level, and then I have Star Wolf. And I'm like, okay, I need these guys to be on my team when Star Wolf comes. So I have to kill them all here in Corderia. So that way, they're back to full health, and they're on my team in the third level. So I would systematically not murder, but destroy the ships.
Essentially murder.
Slippy and Pepper and Peppy.
Hey, Einstein, I'm on your side.
Yeah. Oh my god, though, this game, like, it's just iconic. Like the voiceovers,
dude. When you really think
the feeling of camaraderie is like with a bunch of AI.
Dude, when you think about it too, like not only is it one of the few N64 games that has voice acting, but like you mentioned a plot, like it doesn't really have that much of a plot. It's just like, oh, Andros is pissed that he got exiled to this planet. Now he's coming back for revenge against Corneria and the Lilat system. He's gonna take it over. Star Fox has to, defeat him. And Andros killed Fox's dad because Pigma was part of the Star Fox team back in the day. I always wanted to play as Star Fox's dad. That dude wears sunglasses.
James McLeod.
Well,
who in the alternate ending, he shows up.
Yeah, exactly. But dude, we got to talk about the classic Peppy quotes, like "Do a somersault, try a barrel roll," or like "Do a barrel roll." Like if you type that into Google, Google actually does a barrel roll.
Yeah, it's classic. I mean, that game is
quiet.
And the saddest thing about Star Fox 64 is that it's such a good game. It sets up such a good gameplay.
None of the other Star Fox games have come.
No, they never come close. Like Star Fox Adventures tried to do something completely different.
Because you know why?
Why?
It originally wasn't developed as a Star Fox game.
Oh, well,
and then the last moment, they were like, let's just make it a Star Fox game. So
I mean, that makes sense because it's so weird. It's like, it's Fox.
See, when I write a Star Fox movie trilogy, that story is just omitted.
Like, you don't even really fly a ship. And you're fighting dinosaur people.
My second, it's Jurassic Park in space. It's my second Star Fox movie is not that. My second Star Fox movie is actually the beloved Goodbye Beloved Falco manga.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Star Fox Assault was all right. Star Fox Assault was like you had ground missions and you also flew sometimes.
I think that's a good way to do a Star Fox game though. Like mix it up.
Yeah, and then Star Fox.
Also, though, you have this game for the Nintendo Switch where you can play as Star Fox.
Oh, as Star Fox, yeah. They had Star Fox Command on the DS, was interesting.
Yeah, didn't they have like 900 different endings?
Yeah, well, there was weird controls.
One of them was like Fox and Falco becoming like F-Zero racers.
Yeah. And then the one that hurts me the most, on the Wii U, they had Star Fox Zero.
Which should have been amazing.
That should have been amazing. And instead it wasn't. And it was kind of like, it wasn't awful, but the controls are weird.
Yeah.
And then the actual gameplay itself.
The idea of transforming your ship into like a different type of ship is
Yeah.
cool.
It should have been great, but
then it's kind of like a remake of 64. It's like okay, 64 is like Superman 78, and then Star Fox Zero is Man of Steel. You know?
Yeah,
it's like that.
It makes me sad because Star Fox 64 is so good.
Yeah, because I remember when you get to Andross in that game, they're like, "You're on Venom, but you're gonna go through this whole thing called the Corridor of Illusions." I'm like, "We in Doctor Strange right now?" But yeah, it's painful. Just they don't put the effort into Star Fox, and I feel like they really underestimate just how popular it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they had just kept going like and continued off of this,
Yeah.
I mean, they would have, I think, got a much better franchise overall. I hope they eventually really try to revive it.
Yeah. Well,
put in a really good effort.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Like, I think you need somebody who loves Star Fox, like myself, to develop a game. Like, it has to be somebody who's not only a fan, but knows, like, how to develop a game, too.
Right, and, like, what you would want to see.
Yeah, I would be fine with like a Star Fox Assault type of game where it's both ground missions and aerial. Like I would mostly want aerial combat, but just a few ground missions mixed in, maybe with a beam sword.
But yeah, I mean, outside of Star Fox 64, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time was like for years considered one of the greatest games of all time.
I've still never had any interest in Star Fox. The Legend of Zelda. I don't know. I have this game. I don't have Majora's Mask. I have Breath of the Wild on Switch that I've had for like 2 years.
Have you played that yet?
I have not.
You son of a bitch!
It's one of my next games though.
It's so good.
I was gonna wait until you came down, but because of COVID, the case rise.
I'm hoping in the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Zelda for me is a huge thing for me personally. But the funniest part for me is that I played Ocarina of Time as a kid. I couldn't get very far.
Yeah, I think that was my whole thing. Like, I think every time I tried to play it, like, I didn't get very far.
Because the Zelda games
are so
don't give you like a clear objective, like, or make it obvious. Like, you find out through conversation and stuff.
Yeah, so you have to like talk to everybody.
Yeah, but Ocarina of Time I played a bit as a kid. Majora's Mask I didn't play for the longest time, but I love that game.
I feel like Majora's Mask would piss me off.
Oh yeah, the timer would really piss you off. It's on a 3-day thing where it's like you gotta, know. I didn't really get into Zelda till later on. I played Wind Waker on GameCube.
Okay, look, I know most of the Nintendo 64 games don't have voice acting. But I feel like Link being mute bothers me.
How dare you? That's the best part, because that anyone can be Link. It's your voice. The Zelda games, I mean, Ocarina of Time is an amazing, groundbreaking game. Completely redefined platformers.
This game,
Majora's Mask is a beautiful, scary game.
Ocarina of Time also used to scare me when I was little.
It's got scary parts, for sure.
Did I ever tell you this story?
No.
So I was always afraid to put this game in because the opening cutscene was Ganondorf riding through fire. And that was like the scariest thing back in the day for me. That was scarier than the eel in Super Mario.
Oh my God.
I was just like, what the fuck is this game? And I think it's because the day before my brother played a pirate game on the computer where somebody's arm got cut off. I was like, ah! I was like, I don't want to play these games.
Yep. Another classic for me is Wave Race.
You beat me every goddamn time. Well, that's because I don't think I was ever like a master at Wave Race. I'm looking at this exclusive only for Nintendo. Wow.
That was a great. Just the music and the sound effects. Good. Look out.
Yeah.
Bonsai.
Did they ever do a sequel to this?
I don't know. Let me check.
Yeah. Wave Race. Wave Race.
They did Wave Race Blue Storm.
Oh, well, they had one originally for Game Boy.
Okay.
Which was the first game. And then 64. Yeah, what's Blue Storm? Released in 2001. For GameCube.
I see an article that says Wave Race 64 is now 25 years old and it's still
What
rules.
the fuck? Yeah, it turned 25 last year. Jesus Christ.
That's nuts.
Yeah, those polygons. Yikes.
It's classic.
92 out of 100.
Welcome to
Wave Race.
Blue. Welcome to Sunset Bay.
Yeah, you were always more of a fan of this game than I was.
I fucking love it.
But every time you come up and we play it, I always have fun playing it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good game.
Yeah. I know another classic.
What's that?
Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah, that is a classic.
But yeah, I always thought it was weird that you played as Han Solo's like bounty hunter friend.
You mean Dash Rengar?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I mean it's part of. There was a whole thing where it was like a multimedia thing. There was like a novel, a comic book, a video game, like of all sorts of stuff for this in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the game you're just Dash Rendar.
Yeah. Dude, I remember fighting like the big the sand people, I think, on because aren't you on like I don't know if it's Tatooine.
You go you're talking about that cliff level?
Yeah.
You fight like the sand wampa guys.
Yeah. I remember they were a pain in the ass to kill.
I never beat that level. I still have never gotten past that level.
I don't know how many levels are in the game. I don't even know. I mean, we've gotten past it. I don't know how many levels are in the game though.
I remember
Dude, you get to do the Battle of Hoth in this game?
Yeah, in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I like that level. And I like the one when you're in the cockpit, like the Millennium Falcon gunner seat.
Yeah, dude, like every time I watch Empire Strikes Back and it's the Battle of Hoth, that this game is a big reason why Battle of Hoth is my favorite Star Wars battle.
What were you a big Banjo-Kazooie guy growing up?
Not really, because that game also scared me.
Yeah, Banjo-Tooie was the only one I had, but this also scared me because there was a zombie witch.
Well, just look at how scary the fucking witch on this looks.
And then imagine her undead, and you get the sequel.
Oh god. Well,
but
I
played it, but I never got far.
Yeah, I remember you can shoot the eggs out of your backpack or something.
Yeah, dude, in this one, there was a GoldenEye type multiplayer where you're all holding birds and you shoot eggs.
Yeah, okay, that's that one. That's that one. Okay, I gotta get Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's all you know why? Because that's made by the same company that made GoldenEye.
Rare,
yeah. I did not have
made the old Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, I did not have. I didn't. Yeah, they also made Donkey Kong 64, which I do not have.
I don't have that either. I never played it.
You know what? You know what else I don't have?
What's that?
Super Smash Brothers.
The original Super Smash Brothers. I had that growing up. That was. It was. You look back on it now, and it's like, wow, that was so simple. And there's 8 characters. And now the new Smash and Ultimate,
dude, I'm surprised they don't have,
characters.
I'm surprised they don't have Master Chief in there or anything.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, because I think didn't they bring Solid Snake in?
Solid Snake, Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
A lot of different people. Sonic.
Yeah.
Yep.
What else do I have here? Oh yeah. If you want classic baseball games, call me Junior.
It's showtime. Call me Junior.
I always, I'm always tempted when we play this, when you come down, to tell you to ask you, do you have to go to the bathroom, and then pause the game when I'm playing as the Seattle Mariners.
Oh,
to put the cheat code in so I can hit a home run with Griffey.
Yeah. I don't even like baseball that much. You know me, I'm not a big sports guy. But goddamn, I played a 70 season Blue Jays season with that game back in the day.
And
you couldn't sim through games.
No,
okay?
you couldn't. You
played each and every game.
But they don't take that long. I mean, unless you're scoring 50 runs.
Yeah, it's just funny that Ken Griffey was like a smaller guy, like really good player back then. And in the game, he's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, and he's the only one who has his own batting stance.
Yeah, and he like gets instant home runs.
Yeah, this game was so good. They actually did another Ken Griffey game that I don't have, but I
Oh,
want
really?
yeah, but I want to get because I've heard it's better, and the animations are a little bit better. The home run celebrations, they have home run celebrations in it, I guess, and then everybody's got their own batting stance. So I kind of want like if I want to like I mean I have MLB The Show on PlayStation 5, which is obviously more realistic. But if I want like a realistic like throwback N64,
Talk about non-realistic sports games. NFL Blitz is iconic.
Was that like MLB Slugfest where you could just like punch people?
You could just beat the shit out of people. I'll bring this up next time.
Yeah,
you could just after the play was over, you could just run up to people and just start punching them and just beat the hell out of them.
They had MLB Slugfest was like that too.
It was crazy.
Yeah, those games were so fun. It reminds me of like Dreamcast Who Wants to Beat Up a Millionaire.
Did you ever play Pokemon Snap?
No, I had Pokemon Stadium though.
I had Pokemon Stadium 2 growing up.
I had Snap.
No, Snap was the one where you took like pictures. Like you're in like a moving vehicle.
I think I did, but I was like, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean it's a really cool game, like, and it's a cool concept. And actually, a couple years ago, my wife was a huge fan of it as a kid. Yes. So I ended up buying it for like quite a bit of money. I found it, and I got it for her for I think Christmas or her birthday, and she literally started crying because it's such a good game. And they just made a new one that she has.
You know, you had Pokemon Stadium though, right?
I had the second one.
I had the first one.
Yeah, I played the first one back in the day, but the second one had the Generation 2 Pokemon as well.
Okay. Yeah, because I had the first one, and I was always Pikachu, but then I realized I could never beat the stronger Pokemon with him, so I just always played as Ditto, because none of the attacks hurt Ditto.
Yep, I mean it's a good plan.
Yeah. What else did you? I don't have it, but Force Gemini.
No, never played.
Never played it. I just thought of a couple that we always played. Rugrats in Paris.
Rugrats in Paris, hell yeah! Dude,
yeah.
The Chucky Chan levels.
Dude, you had like mini golf too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever beat that game? Because you had to get a certain amount of gold tickets, right?
I don't think so. Yeah, it was weird. So. You're like
it was one of those games where you had to have like a controller pack because there wasn't enough room on the console to save it.
Yeah. That was like Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
I remember I couldn't rent that because I didn't have the pack.
Yeah, shit, yeah. I'm surprised Goldeneye and like Super Mario had like that much space though. Yeah, and then Tigger's Honey Hunt.
Yeah, I remember that game, dude. That game had 0 stakes. You literally didn't have to worry about dying at all.
No, but it was still fun. You just
bounce around
for Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, nothing can hurt you.
And then Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers.
Dude, when we played that a couple years ago, that was amazing.
That was freaky.
We played it. We had that whole Scooby-Doo tag where we watched the live-action movie.
That was so fun.
Played that game.
Yeah, because you the first one you start off in is What a Night for a Fright, I think.
Yeah, when you're in the museum.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be like a bunch of Scooby-Doo episodes in one.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the old episodes turned into
level. The game sucks, but it's good.
You know what surprises me? I'm thinking about right now about the N64.
What?
Like you had obviously a bunch of Mario games. You even had like Mario Tennis and Mario Golf. I remember renting Mario Golf as a kid and absolutely fucking hating it.
Do you really?
Yeah, as a kid, I remember playing it in my mom's room and being like, "I hate this."
I liked Mario Golf.
But you had a bunch of Mario games. You had Star Fox had a game. You had Zelda games. You had a Kirby game, which I remember renting. I don't remember if it was good or not.
Kind of.
You had like F-Zero X, which was a Captain Falcon racing game.
Yeah.
There was no Metroid game in this generation.
Yeah, that's kind of shocking.
Yeah, there was no Metroid at all. Like the first 3D Metroid didn't come till Prime when the GameCube released.
What's the new one? Metroid X?
Metroid Dread,
Okay.
which is
Judge
supposedly
Dredd in it?
No. But yeah, I want to get that. But like for such a big Nintendo character like Samus, I think it's surprising it took them
Yeah.
so long to.
Dude, remember when we found out Samus was a woman?
Yeah, when I was a kid and I found that out, that was shocking. Because I only, like I said, she didn't have her own game in the N64.
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't have Super
And
Metroid.
and in
So-
Super Smash Brothers, all it was her armor.
Yeah, so it's like I didn't know, and then I found out. I was like, "What? Samus is a girl?" Like for
Yeah.
years as a kid, I thought she was a guy.
Yeah.
I love that she's the first like main antagonist female in video games.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Yep. Like, and they based a lot of that off of Alien.
Yeah. There were some other games that just came to mind. Now they kind of slipped. Oh, did you ever play Bomberman?
Bomberman, no.
Bomberman was always fun.
Did you ever play the Mission Impossible game?
I have it.
It's so bad.
I don't think I ever played it, but I have it.
I just remember you have to like walk
Are
around.
you even
a
Ethan
ballroom.
Hunt in that game?
Yeah, you are. You have to walk around a ballroom and like wear masks and stuff. Yeah, that game I could never beat as a kid.
Paperman, I remember playing.
Paperman. Yep.
All you do is just deliver newspapers. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there were some weird ass games.
Yep. There's so many good games. There's so many.
I'm still working on getting Goldfinger 64.
I mean, that's just a system I look back on. So many good childhood memories playing.
Oh, fucking Battle for Naboo.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, to pair with
Rogue
Rogue Squadron, which apparently is being turned into a movie now.
Yeah, yeah.
Just don't screw it up, Patty Jenkins, please. Yeah.
And I mean, N64 was great. It was a great film.
It was. I'm still working on getting cases for all the rest of my games. So if anybody wants to know where I get these cases, customgamecases.com. You can get them for like $5 each. I think they might have gone up. It might have gone up to like 7.
I should get me some of those.
Yeah. Just go to customgamecases.com. You can pick if you want like a black case or like a clear case or a white case.
Okay, I'm going there right now because I want some of these. I think definitely some of them need cases.
I usually get. It takes a while for them to come, but I usually get like 2 or 3 at once. You can get them for like Super Nintendo, all that good stuff.
Are they sponsoring this video, Alex?
If they want to, they can.
They should be. Oh, I see what you're saying. Dark gray, white.
Yeah, like transparent. I think they're only like $6 or $7, but their website's kind of messed up though.
What do you mean?
It's like it's kind of like cut off on my end.
Oh yeah, there's Goldfinger.
Yeah, the hack of
007 Mario's Goldeneye.
Yeah, somebody. So the reason Goldfinger exists is somebody hacked Goldeneye and just recreated it so it was Goldfinger. But then they did this. Cool. But then they did the same thing with Mario characters. So you're just shooting. You're just Mario, and you're just shooting Koopas the whole game.
Oh, Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. I remember that game.
I never had that game.
I got that for Easter one year, and I remember it was pretty tough. I remember.
Yeah, I never.
It was a beat 'em up.
Huh?
It was a beat 'em up game.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Did you ever have Turok?
Nope, never had Turok.
I never had that either. What's Legend of Zelda: The Missing Link?
I don't know.
This has turned into a searching custom game cases video.
Yeah, we should probably end the video while
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so
that was fun. We should do a Super Nintendo retrospective.
We should, because sadly I don't have my Super Nintendo anymore, and my handheld one died. So I gotta get a new one. Yeah. But yeah, so that's our retrospective on Nintendo 64. Obviously, I have a lot more games than I showed in this video. But yeah, Pat's searching for some cases over there.
I'm literally looking at Star Fox 64.
Nice. You doing the vertical or horizontal?
I'm going vertical, man.
Yeah, that's how I prefer it too. So thank you for checking out our retrospective of Nintendo 64. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex. That's Pat. We'll see you at the movies or in front of the video game screens somewhere.
Try a somersault.
Do a barrel roll.